Bienvenue dans la pause musicale de IOTV, l'émission où les artistes se dévoilent. Ce soir en invité, nous recevons Patou de Youth Waves. Mais avant de commencer, regardons tout de suite quelques extraits.
Est-ce que vous parlez pour jump up? Well, we are ready. Let it off, Youth Wave. Let me hear everybody, hands in the air. Get up, get up. Stand up. Up, 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 up. Are you ready to jump up?
Yes, we're ready.
Okay, singing good. Are you ready to jump up?
Yes, we're ready.
If you're ready, be everybody, let me see you jump.
Jump, 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 jump. Realize the truth. I'll let that real surprise. I knew when I was starting, heaven had another plan. And now that I have the story goes, my heart will never overdose. Here comes the reason why me and I was right on time. I don't know what to do.
Están listos, están listos. Somebody, everybody. Youth Wave Massive, let me hear you scream. Who's the leader? 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 Who's the leader?
Bonsoir Patou.
Bonsoir, Tracy, man.
Welcome.
I'm happy to be here. Happy to be here with you.
Oh, that's great. You're supporting locals.
Always. You know, I did a song called Support Your Local. Maybe you didn't know that was in 1987. You know, so.
I wasn't even born yet.
I'm sorry. But no, it was in 1987. I did a song called Support Your Local. That was in the time of, Calypso period. I was just going into it. That was the prime time for me, stepping into Calypso music at that time.
Well, that's great. But how it started, you were 4, and then I know at first you didn't have much money to buy your own instruments.
Wow, you looked up on that stuff. Good work.
I did my research.
IOTV, big up. Yeah. Nice. No, it's good. In our time, when we were starting, it was very, very hard. Very hard. So when we started there, we say we're going to be just 5 and, make this thing happen. And then we started there. We started there really early, very early. And you was asking me something concerning what just now? The whole group?
Yeah, the whole group, and because you didn't have much money to buy your own instrument.
And we didn't have it. No.
Yeah, you were dedicated to make music.
Right.
Yes,
So to come back to that, so what we decided, we say, you know what? We're going to play the music and we're not going to take the money. We're going to just take everything and put it in the group. So we start to buy speakers. We start to buy everything, Like how they say, petit à petit, l'oiseau fait son nid.
Youth Wave is 34 years old. How you would, yeah.
34
in 1986, I looked up.
Oh, yeah, 86, you're right. Yeah, I started in 85, my stuff there, but 86, Youth Wave started, yeah.
Yeah, 34. So how would you explain that longevity in French?
Longevity, I will say the fact that I did had certain connection. I went to school in Guadeloupe. So when I came back, I say I want to go back to Guadeloupe, but with my group, my culture, because then you could see that, oh, my music is doing this. Oh, my music could do that. Oh, people is dancing to my music all the way over here. So that gives you that strength, and you always want to go out. You don't want to just stay home, because here you play and everybody know. You play one concert, most people know. But at the same time, it's not true.
Youth Waves, you traveled a lot.
Yeah.
And can you tell us a story about, I don't know, an anecdote?
When we move with a group, then you end up like in Belgium, like for example, I'd say Belgium was a big concert. It was in a cornfield. There where you have like 60,000 people. And then you had a group like Cassav, you have group from Colombia, group from Puerto Rico.
That's a great opportunity too, to make connection.
Exactly. So those connections, when you reach there, is like, but sometimes like going, you don't know at what level you're going. When we went at that time in 2004, we went as underdogs.
You didn't made your name yet.
Yeah, and we should accept whatsoever they give us. But that don't mean in our brains that we don't know what to accept and we don't know our value. But at the same time, I love that because I love to reach as the underdog and then to reach as the top dog after. I prefer that.
So Belgium was the best experience for you?
It was a big experience.
34 years?
Not only Belgium, but Belgium, trust me, it was one because if you could see the team.
One of the best, say.
One of the top. Yeah, I'll say top. I won't say best, but top.
One of the top. In 34 years, you had the time to see the evolution of music.
Yeah.
Like you went from CD, now we're streaming music. What would you say about that time, that transition?
Transition is tough because you don't want to like go in and top inside of that, you know. But which means we need like young person now who like dealing with that situation to deal with it, and then.
Do you feel like you're left out because you don't know how to use the technology, or you know but you don't know?
I will say me. Yeah. I will say me personally, the technology of it, I will say no.
Okay.
But it's a different situation because it's just like the mixing now today is not like you're going to go and mix like how we used to mix before the mixing board. You have to, the digital and then it's the mouse and stuff. So that is just change thing. Just for us at a certain age, you want to touch the bird thing. You don't want to touch a mouse, you know. You want to feel, but it's the same thing that it's doing.
Do you feel that it's affecting the group in a bad or in a positive way?
No, it's not affecting the group because the group will say somebody else will do it for them.
So you have to hire younger people now,
If you want to put something up in there, yes. And that's honestly, to tell you the plain truth, we are looking for that as YouthWave. And you had some younger people to work, even younger people who in the music business to sing. Yeah, to work and to build, because the whole idea is to get music out of St. Martin. It's not to keep music in St. Martin. And we don't have no SASEM.
Yeah,
we don't get paid for that.
Yeah,
we go talk about that. That's the next story.
No, but let's talk a little bit about it. Yeah. Talking about that, making music on the island, how hard it is.
Making music in St. Martin?
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's not hard, but it's not organized.
Oh, it's not organized.
Yeah, just to reach to say, in a sense, like, you don't know, like, okay, you make your music, you get your music out there, and then from St. Martin, you get zero.
And you said something very important. You say we have no SASEM on the island. Can you explain how not having SASEM on the island is affecting the artist?
I even reached to the prefecture to talk about this problem already. Not the first time, not the second time, not the third time. I even get people came from Guadeloupe, which was the director of the SASEM, that came and he came to me and asking me to go wrong with him to see the restaurant. But I said, listen, I can't do that. But when I did a show, and the show that passed on television in Guadeloupe, then they say, like, they call me and ask me that I have to pay. I said, no, I'm not paying. I got card from the SASEM, and I don't receive no money, and my music is playing here.
So what advice you would have for the young artists here, like if they want to leave out of that music, you would advise them to go abroad?
Yeah.
Abroad.
Yeah, one time. But it's not hard. You could stay here and your music is abroad. It's to get a connection to get your music abroad. And you sign at the SASEM and your music play where people are paying to La SASEM for your music because you don't do your job already. You got your card, but if you have your card. If you don't have your card, you can't get nothing.
I want to talk about a song, Follow the Leader.
Yeah.
Is that song made on the, like, it's made in Saint Martin? Because there's a bit of melee.
Yeah, a lot of melee on that song, which I didn't even want to go back because that was a song that was made since 1996. With that song, they had big polemic in Guadeloupe because it had people who wanted a song in Guadeloupe, and no, I did it. Well, over Youth Waves at the time.
You wrote it. You wrote the song. You wrote the song.
Yeah, and with the whole follow the leader, then I did a next concept after that because I realized what was going on. And then I even had a lawyer from the Midem, which was called Patricia Compère at that time. Still living, but she was a lawyer from there, which was on the keys. But now the person that used the song, you won't believe it. Now IOTV is getting the live talk about that. The siège social was in St. Bart's. But no, the fact that St. Bart's now, the tax business is different. They couldn't make the attack for we to receive our money from the song that was played in France, in Europe at the time.
So you didn't get the credit for a song?
No, but I did back others, which the credit came back on after. But the big credit, that one there, au revoir, il n'y a jamais, mais il y a du nouveau.
I'm happy we clarified that because we had that question in mind.
Yeah, and we could go on and on and on, it's no problem.
Recently, you went to Senegal, Dakar, in Africa. You made a video clip.
And now the video clip, no.
Chagrin.
Yeah.
Quand tu me tiens, tu me trompes avec ce chagrin, libère-moi.
Let's talk a little bit more about the song Chagrin. I feel like you're talking about your hair. Is that it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So tell me more about the song. In what spirit you were writing that song?
You see, it was a good friend of mine came with this idea, was in Martinique, and said like, yeah, why? I say, which song? She said, this one. I say, okay, they're talking about the hair. I say, yeah, because, you know, putting in locks in St. Martin is not easy. It was not easy at the time.
Now it's a...
Now it's a style.
Yeah.
Now it's a style. It's not all about, it's just about, I want my hair so, and everybody chose. And then when the song came, I said, I'm going to work on this song. And then I started lyrics. I checked the vibes. She gave me a couple little vibes. And then I said, this is enough. I could do something with that. And I start working on the song. And when I reach in Africa, I see where like, here's which part this song supposed to be released. The chagrin. And with all with the hair and everything. And boom.
Because you say, libère-moi,
Libère-moi, sors de mon corps.
Oui.
Ouais.
So you want to get...
Yeah. Get rid, but it's not the hair. It's the chagrin that is in here. It's all that they put in on this hair, making you feel that this is so much thing. Just like how there are some people buying the Brazilian wave. But at the time, this was trouble, man.
So, Patou, what's next? What's the future has in store for Youth Waves?
Okay, if we're talking about the future store, we talk about first St. Martin. What's coming up? It's Carnival, so we gotta be, I got heavy wicked soca track. Yeah. It's not just the chagrin track there, but I got wicked soca track.
You leave the chagrin behind, and now it's jamming up.
Yeah, so now that will be coming up right now. So at the same time, a nice soca vibe for, you know, like maybe, who knows, a soca rumble, who knows, whatever. But Youth Wave always have music there. And then I'm gonna work on a nice, fast one that 2020, I got to control 2020. Yeah, for real. Don't get shocked, eh? No, don't be shocked. I know who looking at the rest musicians say, you hear what he said? Yeah, don't get shocked. I'm coming. Yeah, for real.
2020 is Youth Waves year.
And then we doing, we have enough recording doing. I'm doing also other reggae tracks that heavy, which will be coming out apart from the chagrin. We didn't start the promotion as yet. And then I have a next song called He's Not Your Friend, which is a nice reggae song that I'm doing between here with Jamaica and St. Martin. So that's all that's coming next, and then now YouthWave gonna restart now, hitting the live. So it's coming, and the tours are coming. So look forward for YouthWave for 2020, 100%.
Great. We are looking forward to YouthWave's new music.
Ready? Happy to share it. Sharing is love and love is caring.
C'était la pause musicale de IOTV. On se retrouve très bientôt pour un nouvel épisode.